Welcome back to Netball Central for round 9 in the 2017 Samsung Premier League. We're preparing for the second match on the show court tonight, but we've just seen GWS make it 6 in a row in the under-20s against North Shore United, 51-48. They won that game. And now it's the Open's turns. These two teams are pretty evenly matched. North Shore sit 5th on the ladder, having won 3 of their 8 games thus far. And GWS are in 7th place, having won just 2. It came down to just 3 goals the last time they met, 49-46 back in round 2. But the biggest differences in their season is that United have been able to beat UTS St George and only lost by 1 or 2 goals to the Erna Hawks and Sutherland Stingrays. All 3 of those teams sit in the top 4 that they're trying to crack into. So United have proved they can mix in with the best, but need more wins on the board if they've got any chance of a finals berth. GWS, however, have a hard slog ahead. Their 2 wins have come against the Central Coast and Panthers, who sit just above and below them on the ladder. If they win all 6 remaining games of the regular season, they'll definitely creep higher up the ladder with a 16-point total. But Manly Warringah, leading the competition, are already on 14. So not only will they need to win all their remaining games, they'll need to hope the others up top suffer a number of losses too. In saying that, a win over North Shore United would be the perfect result to get the ball rolling. And for both teams, a win really is crucial tonight when you look at the stage of the competition that we've reached. A warm welcome back to our expert, former Australian Diamonds and Giants defender, Beck Bully. Hiya, Beck.
Hi.
And you enjoyed your first game of Under-20s Premier League?
Yes, certainly did. It was a great game, and I hope we get another exciting game here in the Opens.
Now, in the other games happening in Netball Central, we've got the Erna Hawks and Central Coast on Court 1. You can watch that on the other stream Bar TV have got going live. Manly Warringah are playing UTS St George on Court 2. That's a really good game because it's first playing third, so it should be tight. And on Court 3, we've got Sutherland Stingrays and the Panthers. Just go through our lineups starting here for the Open. So Sonia McCloma for North Shore United has selected Vanessa Malampy in goal shooter, Emily Moore in goal attack, Tori Trist in wing attack, Hayley Wilson in centre. She's got Nadia McDonald in wing defence, Lauren Moore in goal defence, and Ash Fong in goalkeeper. And for the Origin White and Grey, GWS, they've got Angela Frechtig in goal shooter, Charlotte Richardson in goal attack, Jamie Mann captaining the side in wing attack, Megan O'Keefe in centre, Ashley Weir in wing defence, Michelle Calderara in goal defence, and Petty Talanoa in goalkeeper. Nice little grab from Weir to turn it over. Early observations, Beck?
Yeah, there's been a couple of turnovers early on by both teams.
And of course, you're rather familiar with the North Shore United side, having coached some of them last year in this Open side.
Yeah, majority of the team I did have the pleasure of coaching last year. Obviously, with coming back to Giants netball, I wasn't able to continue in that role. So I really am glad to be here and able to watch them out on court again.
So 3-all. Just coming up to the 5-minute mark in the first quarter.
Good hands over. I love a goaler that has good hands over and can get a turnover.
The lovely long arms of Emily Moore.
Yeah, makes the job of the defenders a lot easier if the attackers can get a few turnovers.
And Tori Trist just comes up with a mistake, trying to find some space on the circle edge. And GWS are quick to jump on it. Not wasting this opportunity. Richardson offloading. Freddick up and in. Tris driving. Moore just finding some space on the baseline. And we're still nice and close, 4-all. With 9.5 minutes left in this first quarter. O'Keefe, no look pass to Richardson in the pocket. And want to pass back.
Oh.
Quick work from Mann into feed.
Good quick hands. Well done.
Lovely work getting the ball to Freddick.
At the moment, NSU, they're just playing a bit of a one in, one out. So you can see Malampi's driving out of the circle, which is allowing Emily Moore to drive in and get that baseline drive. Man, just looking for the quick one too, but it just wasn't quite on. It's good pressure by North Shore.
And Tori Trist is doing a lot of coming onto the ball, which is good, providing options. Lampy. Free to take a shot, offloads it to Moore. Talanoa just getting her hands to it, disrupting the play. But in the end, lovely pass from Moore to Malampy and up into the net. United pushed in front, 2 over the Fury, 7-5. O'Keefe looking to feed, but disrupted by Ash Fong. That's good work from the keeper. Richardson up over the top, edge of the circle to Mann, who's fed into Freddick.
Good
nice
timing by Freddick then, just popping out. It was lovely timing.
Tris doing well to break free of the hold that Weirs got on her at the centre pass. And Moore, long range, taking it to the post, and lovely she did. That's a good shot.
Yeah, it's a lovely shot. Nice high release. Emily Moore, she's doing a lot of work out the front and shooting the majority of goals for North Shore. Which is,
and just as you say that, she forces an intercept and turnover for her team.
Having a great game.
Ears must have been burning. Driving on to Nadia McDonald for the free pass. A quick work between Malampy and Moore. Wasn't even looking and the ball just went straight to her like a magnet. And GWS did well, jumped straight on that.
Oh, well read, Lauren Moore. She just sat back a little bit, let her goal attack go out for the ball, and then read that one like a book.
Bit of confusion over where they're taking the pass from. It's all sorted now. Emily Moore No defenders on her. Underneath the post, up and in. Lovely hand to it.
Oh, yep, good hand
Richardson.
by Richardson.
Frederick looking for an option. She's forced to O'Keefe. And one of those GWS players on the bench looked very familiar. Played for the Panthers last year in the under-20s. Can't remember her last name, but her first name is Abby. Won the title with that side and has obviously switched clubs. More to Malampy. Oh, good work between the two shooters. Just overcooked a little bit for Tori Trist. Arms aren't that long.
I just feel like that Malampy at the moment, just a few of her balls she seems to be catching off balance over that baseline. So if they can just get that placement right to her, they'll be able to shoot those ones from under the post as opposed to passing back out again.
And almost taking a fraction longer to check where she's passing as well. They've come away okay, but they've been a little bit dangerous. Good work between Mann and Freddick. And Freddick's yelling out some instructions to her players. North Shore doing well to hold up the play here. It's good defence. Just hoping it'll get to Freddick. Richardson popping a ball up.
It was a bit of a throw and hope. We had two defenders on it, but they got there.
Not sure where Emily Moore's defender is drawn up into the edge of the circle. She seems to be able to create some space and just leave her defender behind, doesn't she?
Yeah, she's quite deceptive. She has really good timing. And when she does take that hard drive, she can get that ball on the baseline close to the post. Oh, well done, Lauren Orr. Good contesting from behind. Nice and clean.
Another throw and hope, really.
and I like how the umpire let that go as well. You can just see Frederick, she's just working hard to get around and get that front ball as opposed to going over the top of someone like Moore, which is very smart.
Tori Trist picking the best option to Hayley Wilson. Timing of the pass was just a little off. And GWS were able to jump on it. That was good work by Michelle Calderara. Quick work, almost cutting out the midcourt. Richardson back, edge of the circle to O'Keefe. Feeding into Freddick. Not happy with the positioning. Now she's in front. And we're level with less than a minute on the clock.
Oh, well done. Almost a play ball there by Freddick. So good contesting by Hayley Wilson. Just got a tip to it, which just put the ball off slightly. And then off the Fury player for an NSU throw-in. Oh, going long.
And that's Rob right down the front, isn't it? Over on the right-hand side. Red jacket.
Yes, that's Rob, sitting with his mother, Jeanette.
Oh, that's lovely.
I think you learn everything he knows about netball from Jeanette.
There we go. United have finished up by 1 after the first 15 minutes of play in this game. 11-10, they lead the Fury. Got some shooting stats for us, Beck.
Oh, look, I'm just
doing
impressed
the
with Emily. Emily Moore. She shot 9 from 12 in that first quarter, which is a huge volume of shots for a goal attack. Malampi's just one attempt, and a 1 from 1, which is she's obviously leading out of the circle and creating space for Emily Moore. And Freddick for Fury is doing a really good job. Shooting at 100%, 8 from 8 if my stats are correct.
I trust them. That's interesting though what's happening with Moore and Malampi, and the fact that usually the shooter will take that holding role a little bit more and expect to be the target, won't they?
Yeah, absolutely. And we do see netball, that's happening quite a lot, is a lot of teams have that target shooter that is shooting a large volume of goals. So it's always good for a bit of a change, make the defenders keep thinking, keep adjusting, keep on their toes. And I think it's working for them at the moment, having those two moving shooters.
And what about up the GWS attacking end? You said that Freddick's been doing really well. What about her shooting partner with her, Richardson?
Yeah, so Richardson's just has shot 1 from 2. I think obviously her role is more of a feeding role, but we can see that NSU defenders are just dropping back to a 2-on-1, so she does need to get into the circle, draw one of the defenders off Freddick, which will open her up. All
right, now, pretty interesting in that we've got 3 NSwiss Super Club players here on the show court tonight. Angela Freddick from GWS, Maddie Proud from North Shore, who I'm not sure if she's playing, but she's definitely a part of that team, and Laura Moore, who is here for North Shore United. All 3 of those players competed against the top 3 New Zealand teams, the Jaguars from the Republic of South Africa, Marama Vau from Fiji, and the University of Trinidad and Tobago, and also the Celtic Flames from Wales in a new competition that was started this year called the NSwiss Super Club. Now, I don't know how much you know about it, Beck. Did you watch any of it at all?
No, I didn't get to watch any of the games, but I did follow the results, and I think they did outstanding. I think they finished 3rd overall.
Yeah, that's right. So they came 3rd, and that was against New Zealand's Central Pulse. So 48-46 they finished up, and for a team that's very established like the Central Pulse, that's an incredible effort by such a young team, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. I think it's promising signs for Australia in the future when we've got such depth coming through.
So that team was selected to purposely provide junior netball New South Wales elite players with an opportunity to compete at an international level and to gain some experience against quality sides. And Brioni Ackle, who was the head coach of the side, was helped by Rob Wright and Julie Fitzgerald. So that was really cool to see collaboration between the 2 coaches on the younger guns. And she said that it was such a great opportunity for the athletes to build on the netball skills and compete against world-class athletes. So I bet, Beck, was this sort of stuff around when you were younger, or is this sort of new and innovation as the sport becomes bigger and bigger?
Oh, I certainly think this is a new innovation, and I think it's fantastic that we are sending our young players overseas at an early age to get that international experience. It's certainly something I would have loved to have been a part of when I was growing up. I don't think I went overseas until I was about 18 or 19. So, yeah, I think it's great.
And especially the fact that we were able to watch those games. I mean, with so much technology now, we're able to stream a lot of those games too. So that was really cool to be able to watch them in something that was, not mainstream media happening across the ditch. Yep. It was pretty exciting to be able to watch some of these players.
Yeah, well, I quite enjoyed watching the live stream from the World Youth Cup, which is fantastic, over in Botswana. Who would have thought streaming netball live from Botswana?
I know, we'll talk a little bit about that later in the game. And straight out, we've seen a strong start from United. Malampi with the free shot. She'll take it to the post. Sinking her first in the second quarter. That was nice and loopy, wasn't it, that one? Didn't come away in the end.
Nice, and good rebound by Frederick.
Tori Trist doing well, creating some space in the pocket to receive a ball from Emily Moore. And now we'll see Malampy. Free shot in front. Pretty similar to her last one. GWS forced back. The heat of the moment. North Shore doing well to put the pressure on. And GWS are being forced all over the shot.
Yeah, you can see the pressure that NSU are putting on Fury. It's forcing Frederick to come out of the circle, which is not where you want your dominant shooter, outside the circle.
It's messing up all the channels, isn't it, in the technical terms? Malampy popping out the top, and now she's trying to feed it back into Moore, who's sandwiched between the two. Lovely work, offloading it. In front by 2. Nardi McDonald a hand to it. Still managed to get to where it needed to be. Frederick up and in. Oh, lovely work. That was Megan O'Keefe with the clean intercept. Just read the play really well and was able to turn around and take it.
Emily Moore just getting in there, getting another little tip. Unfortunately, wasn't able to pick it up.
Richardson coming around the side. Should mention that there were no changes to either of the sides during the first break.
Again, both shooters from Fury just coming out of the circle.
Still able to get back in there, weren't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, lovely work from Richardson, just pushing through and finding some space. Able to deceive her defender. Quick play from North Shore.
Good hands over by Ashwia. Got nice long arms.
Plenty of energy, it seems, too. She's just jumping on her toes.
Yeah, and she's contesting everything as well.
Malampy baseline. Lovely work. Little high five between Moore and Malampy. Good work from Mann, driving onto the ball. Still trying to find the base of the post, but Frederick's there now. So the Fury have come back and they're now lead, 16-15. We've got just under 10 minutes to play till halftime. Wilson, long range. Oh, great work on the rebounds. Finishes off the job. This is something I mentioned before, but she's got really interesting hand technique when she shoots. She's almost got one twisted over the top. We'll have to have another look next time. Nice split stance from Richardson allows her to reach the ball and get some good space for the shot. Malampy losing the ball. Oh, well done, Ash Weir.
Great, again, good hands over. You just see North Shore on their centre passes. They're ending up with both Trist and Moore over the line on the centre pass, which is making it hard for them to get down court and connect.
Too many options almost.
Yeah, yep.
And we're seeing a swap here.
Oh, nice high take. Just landed inside the circle. So Grace Hill is into wing attack.
Nice pick up, Beck. Just trying to see the name on the back of her dress. So we've seen Tris come off and Hill come on. Oh, lovely work. Quick passing from the shooters to the mid-quarters. That's beautiful shooting by Frederick. Fury in front by 2. Good work from Grace Hill. Lovely drive. Able to pull it in. Grace Hill really having to fight for every ball she's given at the moment because Ash Weir is doing such a good job in defence.
I think what the Fury doing well this quarter is they are shutting down Emily Moore. She's not getting that easy drive into the circle, which is making it really hard work for the North Shore United.
I wonder if she might have been one of their key talking points at the quarter break. Stop her. Man up over the top. Freddie pulling it in and then up into the net.
And that opened up because O'Keefe did a really nice swing to man at the top, which just opens it up a little bit.
Wilson looking to feed. Malampy's had to pop up top. Oh, bit of contact between both players, really. Lovely shooting, Malampy.
I actually thought Calderara, she had a really good position. They're obviously anticipating where the North Shore United shooters want to be, and they're just getting there first. But unlucky on that one, just to contact.
Nice defence, but couldn't put Fredick off. They've pushed in front by 3, the Fury. They lead United 22-19. As we count down towards half-time. Under 4 minutes of play. Malampy. Good work from O'Keefe. Bad luck for Ash Fong. She read that very well.
Fong read that really well, and just an obstruction call to Wilson. But they've got the turnover now anyway. Perseverance has paid off.
Well done. Yeah. That was lovely work from Petty Talanoa.
Good rebound position.
Up and over. Lauren Moore trying to get a hand to it. Just couldn't stop it as it sailed through the air. Now we're seeing Mann trying to feed into Richardson, and North Shore have come up with the ball. They're happy about that one.
Yeah, I feel that Lauren Moore is just contesting just a little bit more, not looking to switch so much, more just taking care of her player and having a go, and it's paid off for her.
Malampy's doing a lot of the work now.
She is. She's sitting on 7 from 7 from this quarter, so she is shouldering a lot of the load. As I said, it's important to keep those defenders guessing, so that's good that they are mixing up who's being the dominant shooter here. Good hands over.
Great work, got a hand to it. Fredick, quick passing to Mann at the top of the circle. Just trying to get around Lauren Moore. A minute and a half left of play before half time, and Fury are up by 2. That almost looked like a step to me. Let the umpires do their thing. O'Keefe looking to feed. Richardson's popped out in the pocket. It's it back to Mann. And it's come off Ash Fong's legs. Nice deflection. Comes up in United's favour.
If it comes off the shoe, I think it's a kick, which would be a free pass to the opposition. But don't know about her leg. Maybe that's allowed.
It's an interesting thing. I didn't know that before. If it comes off your shoe.
Yeah, you're not allowed to kick the ball.
Edging their way back in. And now they've got a centre pass, United. Chance to level the scores at half-time. Nadia McDonald desperate for an option. We've got Moore. Forced back to Moore. Quick passing now. Although Calderara is here to spoil the party, and she's got a hand to it. But 24 seconds on the clock. Still time to score. I'll have to work quick. And Talanoa got a hand to it. And some desperate moves being made. There we go. The pressure's got to Moore in the stage. And that'll be it for halftime. GWS up by 1, 23-22. They lead United. What do you make of that second quarter, Beck?
Yeah, I thought GWS started that quarter very well. I think that North Shore United just seemed to lose a little bit of momentum that they had in that first quarter, but I thought they came home really well and got themselves back into the match, mainly through good defensive pressure from Lauren Moore. She just got a few good turnovers. Been very impressed with Calderara for Fury. Thought she's obviously changed up what she was doing. She's putting a lot more pressure on Emily Moore, but also great hands over by Ashley Weir. She's created a few turnovers for GWS Fury as well. And
we've seen GWS pick up 2 extra points in this quarter, which is pretty crucial heading into halftime, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Every goal counts.
All right, well, Netball New South Wales has also prepared another little video for us on State Age, so we'll give you that now.
The 2017 Samsung State Age Championships wrapped on Monday the 3rd of July, following 3 days of exciting netball at associations in Sydney's West. Penrith District hosted the championship division. Division 2 was held at Liverpool City, while Divisions 3 and 4 played out at Campbelltown District. More than 3,000 athletes represented 80 associations from across the state in the 49th instalment of the annual competition, with 306 teams taking to the court in 2017. Hundreds of coaches and umpires also participated in the event, as well as thousands of spectators to cheer on from the sidelines. 4 age groups, it contested 4 divisions, and no doubt there were plenty of future New South Wales Swifts, Giants netballers and Australian Diamonds on display. Netball New South Wales would like to congratulate our 2017 State Age champions, as well as all participants involved in this year's tournament, one of the largest female sporting events in the Southern Hemisphere. We'd also like to thank our naming rights partner Samsung for their support of the 2017 competition, along with major partners BBX, Australian College of Physical Education, Skills, the Athlete's Foot and the Kids Cancer Project. See you again next year for the 50th Netball New South Wales State Age Championships.
So Beck, Billy, you were in a lot of those photos there. Can you tell us about the day that you head down to the State Age?
Yeah, so I headed down to Campbelltown to present the winners their trophies. And yeah, got my little mug, or you could say big mug, into some of those photos. It was nice joining in with the winners.
And so we were just talking about the little marches that they were doing before. It's something that they seem to have adopted from surf life saving.
Well, it's something that perhaps it might be just a New South Wales tradition. I can't remember doing a march past growing up playing netball in Victoria, but I think it's fantastic that we're holding on to something like that. It's a great tradition, and that they even present awards to the association that has the best march past.
It's very cute. Lots of colours, which is nice to see. You could have seen from some of the footage that seemed to be very wet on one of the days, and there was many games happening at once. So I know just from heading down to my local courts at Bellinghara and Miranda that you just hear so many whistles going at once you can't work out which is from which game. So did you actually get to see any of them play?
I did. I really enjoyed going and watching a few of the games. You know, it brings back so many memories of going on onto the asphalt courts in the freezing cold and the rain and falling over and skinning my knees.
Yeah.
As everyone knows, I fall over a lot on the netball court, so at least we're on timber floors now, so you do tend to slide a little bit more.
That's right. When we were young enough, we played on grass too.
Oh, right. Yeah, well, grass would be even more slippery, I imagine, in the rain.
Yeah. You see GWS doing some warm-ups for the halftime. And it looks like we're going to see some changes as well. So we might just confirm those before we come back. And we'll be back with you shortly. We're about to start the third quarter of this game. GWS and North Shore United in the opens, where the Fury are up by 1. Quick turnover, some good pressure from North Shore United applied early, and they've made no changes to their side in the break.
Tori Trist has come back on to wing attack.
Oh, good one, Beck. Lucky I've got you here.
And Grace Hill's gone into centre.
So that means we've seen
Hayley Wilson to the bench.
Yep. Oh, Tori Trist, I don't think she even know how she came up with that one.
Good intercept by Emily Moore.
And we've seen some changes for GWS as well. 2 up there defensive ends. Now, Talanoa's come off and so has Calderara. And in their place, Mallory Jansen is in goalkeeper and Madeline McCarthy is in goal defence. So to change both of the defenders back there, Beck, means that the coach might have been looking for something different up that end.
Yeah, I thought the defenders were doing a really good job. I thought they were actually starting to get on top of and frustrate the North Shore attackers, although they did start to get their rhythm again in that second half of that quarter. So I'll be interested to see what the new defenders can do and what they can bring to the game. Already you can see McCarthy getting involved.
Quick hands from Jansen.
And same with Jansen. Another good little tip.
McDonald and Mann sharing a little chuckle together because they both had their hands on the ball. Neither was going to give it up. Nadia McDonald, of course, coaches the under-20s side that we just had here in the show court before this game. So very committed to Premier League. Quick work between Frederick and Richardson. That was beautiful play. Malampy calling for it. McCarthy almost getting there. Moore was just a fraction faster. Ashfong just needed a little bit more
long
lift.
way off the circle, but perfectly placed.
Lovely work by Ash Fong. Strong in that goalkeeping position. Little fakey from Hill.
Oh, good take. Under pressure from two defenders.
Focused and eyes for the ball.
I think Grace Hill's actually doing a really good job for North Shore in that centre. She's finding really good space on the edge of the circle and just is nice and calm as well for such a young girl.
And we've seen McCarthy just come up with an intercept.
And well read by Lauren Moore as well.
Grace Hill just has a little bit more height in that centre position than her opposition too. Ooh. And that's helping bring a bit of a higher pass in.
Yeah, I think having a tall centre court is a real advantage. It just gets that ball up a little bit higher and they're able to see over top of their opponent just to get that better connection with the shooter. Oh, good swing to the top.
Oh. A bit unlucky there, GWS.
Yeah, I thought they did a really good job, the GWS defenders, in getting in front, forcing both shooters. So it was a bit of a pass and hope, but it got there just.
Richardson taking it to the post. No, decides to offload.
You can see Richardson's getting more of the ball, but she's just not prepared to shoot at the moment. Looking to pass off to Frederick.
So United have come back in front. They lead by 2. And this is their centre. Despite being down by 1 at the break, they've come back in to this game. A strong start really helped. Nice work over the top. A Lampy to Trist.
Yeah, Jansen unlucky. I thought she had good position. Obviously just lifted her arm a little bit just to get a contact call.
Oh, nice work by Moore on the rebound.
Moore. I think she'd probably nearly be leading the rebounds in that goal circle.
I wouldn't be surprised if she's leading half the stats. She's doing a lot of work off the ball as well. 3 in front now, United over the Fury. Nice work between the shooters. And lovely feeding from the mid-quarters on the edge. Sort of push the defenders towards the back of the circle.
Yeah, you can just see Fong and Moore. They're just trying to play a little bit of a split circle, but I think Frederick and Richardson are doing a good job in recognising that, and they're actually getting 2 players to the ball, which is forcing the front defender to pick up one, which is just opening up the other.
And we're seeing a change here.
So
Do you
Ali Miller,
recognise that player?
yeah, Ali Miller coming on at goal shooter and Malampy on at goal attack. Sorry, Malampy moving into goal attack.
And what would be the reason behind that change back?
I just think perhaps bring Malampy into the game a little bit more. Malampy and Miller play together in the Waratahs, so they certainly know each other's games. And of course, Ali also brings a little bit of height into that circle as well, which would definitely be a bit of a mismatch against Jansen.
Some good yelling from the defenders in GWS, directing their shooters around the circle.
Nice long ball by McDonald. And good vision into Ali.
Nice defence by GWS to keep the wing attack and goal attack from being able to go for the centre pass in that case.
Absolutely. You'd much rather the ball go back. than forward. It just creates one extra pass, which means their connections are just a little bit longer, more chance for the defenders to intercept. Well done, Fong. You've got up nicely for that ball.
Tori Triss calling for it, but McDonald has given it to Moore. Oh, bit of a scramble for the ball. Quick work by GWS. It's Abby McFadden that's come on for GWS in goal attack. McFadden was the player I was talking about before that's come across from the Panthers last year. Was a part of their premiership winning side. It might just be my eyes, but it looks as if she's grown a little bit during the off-season.
Man's doing a really good job for Fury. She's just working that ball, quick little passes onto the circle.
Oh. Bit of carnage for North Shore United defenders. And Frederick's just got a hand to it, disrupting the play. It's become a bit frantic, hasn't it?
Yeah, they do. Both teams just need to slow down, calm down, be a little bit more patient.
We've got 4 minutes of play, just over. In this third quarter, Tori Triss just putting it up.
And good vision. She really could have gone to Malampy then, but chose to go to Miller under the post, which is a good percentage play for the goal.
Oh, nice work.
Just managed
Freddick
to sneak through, which is really good play by Freddick.
Oh, lovely shot. Is that McFadden's first? Looks like it. Nice work feeding into Freddick. And those two have really started a partnership quite quickly. An effective one. Man. Fed to Freddick. Great placement. Allowing her to get some space, but also with the split stance to stay in a good position for the shot.
Yeah, I think that was set up by McFadden, taking that hard drive around, sweeping around, drawing one defender off, which just opened up Freddick under the post.
Right, United just up by one. Oh, lovely work.
Yeah, good drive on to the circle by O'Keefe.
Oh, saves the ball from heading out.
Oh.
Thought she had it in.
Oh, there's lots going on there.
Well done on the umpires for keeping track.
Yeah.
We're getting a knee to it almost.
Oh, nice strong hold and good feed by Grace Hill. Just didn't quite finish that one off.
Almost. Miller's long arms. Kathy. Great drive from McFadden. Up and over. Oh, too big. Moore almost had that too. Well done by Frederick and Mann. Just able to fool the defenders. 35 apiece. We've got less than a minute on the clock. Tori Trist up and over. Ali Miller just able to get her hands to it and pull it in.
And she's under a lot of pressure by Jansen. She's really trying to push her off the ball, but she took it very strongly.
Quick work between the midcourt. McFadden's popped out. Lovely work. Abby McFadden on the baseline, not happy to take a shot. She's found a better spot now. Well done. 36 apiece. There's 15 seconds on the clock. Just enough time for United to grab another. They should have looked for Malampy. She was ready. Miller, 4 seconds to take a shot. There we go, in front by 1. And it'll be United up by 1. Bit of a change in the score.
I think Alison Miller has done a good job since she's come on. She's shot 5 goals already, so a great target. I'd just love to see her perhaps, stay in the circle, be patient, let them work it down to her, because she does have a good height mismatch over Jansen. And
a lot of changes in that third quarter too.
Yeah, you see both teams calling the timeout and changing their shooters. And I actually think McFadden has done a good job as well. She's really inserted herself into the game, taking some strong drives. She needs to just back herself and take her shots.
Now, when we look at the goal difference between the quarters, GWS have backed up the efforts that they made in the second quarter. They've scored 13 again, but North Shore just that little bit better with 15 this time.
Yeah, look, 15's a really good amount of goals in a quarter. I think any team would be happy to score 15 goals in a quarter. So that's a good job. I just think that perhaps North Shore United need to work a little bit harder in limiting the amount of goals that the GWS Fury are getting. And obviously that would be something that Fury will be looking at, is why they've allowed so many goals to be scored against them.
Are you expecting any changes maybe this fourth quarter?
I'll be interested to see if they do make any changes, particularly in that defence end, considering that's probably been the best quarter that North Shore United have had so far.
Now, we were talking before about the World Youth Cup over in Botswana and the fact that you were able to watch some. Were you impressed by what you saw?
Oh, absolutely. It was great to see so many nations playing netball. I really enjoyed the game. Botswana defeated Jamaica by a goal, which was incredible, and they were so excited after that game. So I love those little upsets, and great to see a nation that, hasn't really had much international experience. So I haven't seen them play internationally much. So great to see them get a win over such a big nation like Jamaica. Obviously disappointing for the Aussie girls losing that grand final by 4, but they should be really proud of their efforts throughout their campaign.
That's right. So New Zealand went back-to-back for the first time and defending the crown that they won in Scotland 4 years ago. It was actually their 4th Netball World Youth Cup title, so very strong obviously in the bit of the younger ranks for New Zealand. But they've always been a strong netballing nation, haven't they?
Oh, absolutely. I think New Zealand, they have a great connection and they play really well, and that was evident in that game. I thought their goal shooter had a fantastic game. She just seemed to get that front position every time and gave the Aussie defenders a lot to think about. And it was good to see a couple of my Giants teammates play. Jamie Lee Price, Kira Austin and Tegan O'Shaughnessy all headed over to Botswana. And, of course, Jamie Lee Price was awarded the Player of the Tournament, which is a huge honour for her.
Oh, that's fantastic. I didn't know that, so thank you for telling me. So 2 of the players you just mentioned also play in the Premier League, as well as Claire O'Brien. So Tegan plays for Manly Warringah. Claire O'Brien plays for the UTS St George Sparks, and Kira Austin is a player for the Erna Hawks. So it's really nice to see some of these young talents, progress and move up to international level even. And I've been noticing on Instagram that the 2 of them have been travelling now. So nice little deserved break after some tough competition.
Absolutely.
But one of the great things about the World Cup, and especially maybe the Youth World Cup, in the fact that it's such young talent on show, is to be able to see the different styles of netball, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great experience for them to have that international competition. There's a lot that happens on tour that you need to get accustomed to, particularly going over to a nation like Botswana. It's a lot different to what it would be like if you were touring New Zealand or the UK. So it's great that they have that experience, and I really hope they enjoyed it. I got to see they did a few animal safaris and things like that.
Lovely.
So yeah, I'm sure they enjoyed their experience off the court as well.
So nice and tight this one. We've got 15 minutes of play, and United are up by 1. So quick play over the top of the circle. McFadden calling for it. Stolen from her, from Ash Fong. Nadia McDonald will pick it up. Wilson's back into centre. And they're stuck with Miller and Malampy in the shooting circle, United. We've got Grace Hill in wing attack. And the defence remains unchanged for United.
And you can see that Talanoa's come back on for GWS Fury, which I would expect that they would make a change in that circle again.
Just a stronger keeper in that sense?
Yeah, I think she has a little bit more height than Jansen. But also, yes, she certainly will be very strong, and Ellie Miller's going to have to work very hard to take those balls. Good contesting by O'Keefe then. She just went hard for that ball. And Grace Hill unable to pull it in. Probably just like to have seen Grace do a little bit of a dodge or a change of direction, perhaps. Might have been able to take the ball a little bit easier. Oh, and almost turned it over again.
What was going on there? Grace Hill was almost caught in a chokehold of some sort. Way too much height in the shot.
Good rebound by Moore. Oh, nice long outlet as well. Just a little bit of hesitation there by Grace Hill. A little bit of a misunderstanding.
Wilson. Frederick in front. Pushes it to 38. They're down by 1. And that was a North Shore United centre. It's a good win for GWS. Got another shot now with their own. And we're level, 39 apiece. Some breaking pressure from GWS. Malampy popping the ball up to Miller. Long arms, able to pull it in. Looks like we're going to see a change here. Nadia McDonald coming off. Any idea who's come up on for a spec? No, that's all right. We'll work it out as we go.
I think that man she was just getting a few circle edge feeds.
Interesting then, O'Keefe was not even marking a player. She was sort of just observing what was happening with the centre pass. And a bit of frustration from Ash Weir. Malampy popping it up over to Wilson, to Miller.
That was a really nice feed by Malampy into Miller. She read where the defender was and just put it on the other side. Alison Miller just had to roll out and take it cleanly. It was a nice feed.
So the other thing about Talanoa is that she offers a little bit more height in that keeping position, doesn't she? Especially up against Miller.
Yeah, she does.
Malampy, again, just popping it up, hoping for the best, creating some space on the left side of Miller.
Again, I just feel like that placement from Malampy is just spot on. Just enough away that the defender, Talanoa, just can't get around to contest it.
Well, it's creating chances, isn't it? It's making something out of nothing.
You can just see, you just feel that both teams have really just lifted their intensity. Their talk's really picked up. You can hear it from the bench as well.
It's a lot louder now, isn't it?
Absolutely.
What a good contest.
I thought Lauren Moore, she did a really good job. She forced the goal attack to shoot, got the rebound, but unfortunately just threw it away. She's just a little bit off balance. Good contesting there by O'Keefe, getting a turnover for the Fury. Oh, almost a held ball, but just a little bit undisciplined. Cost them a turnover.
So I've worked out who our new wing defender is. It's Millie Bashir, who they've brought up from the Metro League team for an extra option. Unfortunately, North Shore United's team that they started with originally this season is a bit depleted. A few girls pulled out due to personal reasons, so they've been running with 8, and everyone's had to step up and share the load. And speaking to their coach, Sonia McComa, she sort of said that they expected a tough game tonight because GWS can be really niggly.
Well, they're certainly contesting every ball. North Shore aren't getting any ball easily, and it can wear you down when a team is just constantly on your back contesting.
Oh. Sonia was hoping that they might be able to provide an extra option for each other on the court. And if one wasn't able to get free, that another might back them up. To trust in what's working and keep at it even when things aren't in their favour. So we've seen Nadia McDonald come back on after that, just after I worked out who it was.
Oh, great shooting by McFadden. Gee, she's really picked up and taking some long shots now, which is great to see. Oh, and well done, Salts and Candy to Malampy, and then straight under the post to Miller.
A lot of yelling being done. The loudest from North Shore United's bench. Freddick pushed Fury 2 in front now. They lead United 46-44. We've got about 5 minutes left of play. Nice work between Wilson and Malampy. And good win by Talanoa.
A lovely intercept by Hayley Wilson. Oh, unlucky. Must have stepped out. Yeah.
Great goal from Abby McFadden. These count now. Got less than 4 on the clock. Every goal and every minute is precious.
I was about to say, if NSU want to stay in this game, they need to get a turnover now. And it's come. They just need to score on it. Oh, good vision by Moore. Into Wilson. Just Ellie Miller just would have been better off just turning and having a look at the post.
Oh, well done by Talanoa.
Yeah, really good position. Unfortunately, I think North Shore, that might hurt them not converting that turnover.
Here we go again. Here's another opportunity. Malampy needs to get back into the circle. And Talanoa stopped him again. Bit hectic, Beck. We'll get some passion from both sides as we count down the clock.
Yeah, really important that North Shore score this one.
Miller a chance. Finishes the job. They're back within 1. 2 minutes to go in this game. Hell ball, some good pressure.
Absolutely. I think the North Shore United fans were calling for that one as well.
Oh, lovely work. Talanoa's really
elevation. Oh, and nice and cool and calm by Malampy.
47 apiece. A minute and a half. So North Shore United have just won the last 3 centres in a row.
You can see Fury are really going for everything. They need a turnover. A nice feed by Wilson.
Yeah.
Oh,
Talanoa's making it difficult for United, isn't she? She's doing a great job in that keeping position. Some good drives from GWS. They're trying to make these points happen quickly. Wind down the clock a little. Got 45 seconds of play. McFadden in front.
Oh, good shot.
Those points
Under
are going to
pressure.
count. Those points are crucial. They've got 30 seconds of play. A GWS centre. North Shore need a turnover here. If they have any hope of drawing level. Force back. We've got 15 seconds left. McFadden. Double pass between her and Freddick. Oh, wow. That'll put the nail in the coffin.
That sealed the deal.
49-47, the Fury have finished up the winners here in round 9 of the Opens competition on the show court. Beck, there was a lot of toing and froing with the score, wasn't there? It was a tight game.
Oh, absolutely. That was an absolute nail-biter. I really enjoyed that contest from Talanoa and Ali Miller in that last quarter. I thought Talanoa just got those couple of crucial rebounds and intercepts in those dying moments. Just managed to get the Fury ahead.
A nice little ray between the two teams.
Always good to see a little bit of sportsmanship at the end. And I was really impressed with how McFadden finished off that game. She took some really nice long-range shots under pressure as well.
All right, well, we'll be back to wrap up the game in front of the camera very shortly. Beck, just quickly, you can see that GWS scored 13 goals back-to-back in 3 quarters, so it's a pretty interesting stat. Consistent.
Oh, yes, certainly very consistent. Now, just you look at North Shore United in that third quarter, they shot 15 goals. So that was obviously a good quarter for them, and what they were doing was working. I'm sure they'll be very disappointed to let that one slip.
All right, we'll be back in a sec to wrap the game. Well, it was a pretty tight Beck Bully, but in the end, the Fury came up the winners, 2 points over United tonight. What would you say overall about that game?
Oh, look, it was an exciting game. I thought the lead really seesawed throughout the game. Really good last quarter by the Fury. I thought they really shut down North Shore United, particularly in their attack end, keeping them to 10 goals in that last quarter. And as we said, they were very consistent across the whole game. And I think that really cost North Shore in the end. They were just a little bit inconsistent. Players would be good for patches, but then would fade off. And we did see a lot of changes, and I'm sure that's why those changes did occur, because players just tended to come in and out and just be a little bit inconsistent.
Who were the standout players for you?
Look, I think that certainly the goal shooter for GWS Fury, she did a great job. She was a great target, shot majority of the shots, but I also thought the goal attack McFadden, she really stood up and took those long range shots in the last quarter when they needed her to.
So there's some really tough weeks next week for both of these sides. The Fury have come away with this win, but they'll need to win every game to make the finals should they have any hope of, progressing through with the top four. However, they come up against UTS next week, who were in third position before the start of this round and who have just beaten Manly Warringah up on the court 2, 46-43. So really interesting in the fact that Manly was coming first, and obviously the top of the competition is very tight. What sort of advice would you give to the Fury coming away with a win now and having to expect a really tough game next week?
Oh, look, I think that this competition's so great because every game is close, and it doesn't really matter what position teams are on the ladder. If you put out a good performance on the day, you can knock them off.
Right, and for United, they're pretty safe now in the middle, having suffered this loss tonight in terms of points, but they come up against the Erna Hawks, who was second heading into this round tonight, and who have suffered a loss actually, so that might work in United's favour. What sort of advice do you give to United coming off that sort of loss, so disappointing?
Yeah, look, I think North Shore, they really started the game really well. I think they just need to be a little bit more consistent across the game. So just putting 4 quarters together, and I'm sure they'll be disappointed with that loss tonight. I thought they almost had it there for a second. Look, you just got to move on and improve for next week, and really work on the consistency is the key for them.
Beck Bully, thanks so much for joining us. We hope you'll come back and join us again on Bar TV and commentary. You were great. So you can join us next week for round 10 of the Samsung Premier League right here on Bar TV. It'll start at 7 p.m. with the first game, and the second game will be at 8:40, just like usual. So we look forward to having your company then. Thanks for joining us tonight.